Let's be real for a minute. Not everyone is meant to fly high. And that's not an insult. It's just reality. Some people are loud, always talking, always posting, always explaining their plans, but never actually moving. Others stay quiet, focused, and disciplined, and one day they're miles above everyone else. That's the difference between noise and power, between just existing and actually becoming something. High-level people don't need to announce every move. They let results do the talking. Here's something most people don't want to accept. If you keep hanging around small thinking, small energy, and constant negativity, you'll start shrinking without even realizing it. Your mindset is shaped by the people you listen to every day. If everyone around you is comfortable being average, making excuses, or laughing at discipline, that stuff rubs off on you. You don't rise accidentally, you rise intentionally. Sometimes growth means walking alone for a while, because not everyone is built for your altitude. Another hard truth: focus is rare. Most people want success, but their attention is all over the place. One day they're motivated, the next day they're distracted. One day they're locked in, the next day they're scrolling, comparing, and doubting themselves. Real winners don't do that. When they choose a goal, they lock in. They don't quit when it gets uncomfortable. They don't lose focus just because the road gets tough. They stay dialed in until the job is done. That's how progress is made. Quietly, consistently, and without excuses. Fear is another thing that holds people back. Not fear of failure, but fear of discomfort. Fear of being judged. Fear of not being perfect. But here's the thing. Nothing great comes from playing it safe. Every problem you're avoiding right now is stealing confidence from you. The longer you run from challenges, the bigger they feel. But the moment you face them head-on, something changes. You realize you're stronger than you thought. That's how confidence is built. Not by avoiding problems, but by handling them. Most people hate tough times. They complain when life gets hard. But the people who win, they see struggle differently. They don't panic when things go wrong. They don't fall apart when pressure hits. They understand that resistance builds strength, that challenges force growth. While others hide, they rise. They use setbacks as fuel. They turn pressure into power. That's a mindset shift. And once it clicks, everything changes. Comfort is another trap nobody warns you about. Comfort feels good, but it slowly kills ambition. The longer you stay comfortable, the harder it becomes to move. Growth doesn't happen when everything is easy. Growth happens when staying the same becomes unbearable. When you're forced to adapt. When you're pushed to learn, fail, and try again. If your life feels stuck, ask yourself this. Are you growing, or are you just comfortable? Here's something else people get wrong: they live off past wins. They keep replaying old success like it guarantees the future. But yesterday's results don't protect you tomorrow. If you stop pushing, you fall behind. Life doesn't reward nostalgia. It rewards effort. You have to keep hunting new goals, new skills, new levels. The moment you settle is the moment progress slows down. And listen, reinvention is part of growth. There will be times when old habits stop working. When the version of you that got this far can't take you further. That's not failure, that's a sign it's time to evolve. Letting go is uncomfortable. Changing is painful. But staying the same is worse. Growth often feels like breaking before rebuilding. And that's okay. That's how stronger versions of you are created. So if you're feeling tired, stuck, or behind, hear this clearly. You're not weak. You're not broken. You're just in the middle of becoming. But becoming requires discipline. It requires focus. It requires cutting off distractions, dropping excuses, and committing to your own path, even when nobody else understands it. Stop trying to fit in with people who don't share your hunger. Stop explaining your goals to people who don't respect your grind. Lock in. Move in silence. Build something real. Because the higher you go, the quieter it gets. And that's where clarity lives. And before you click away, let me ask you something. Which one hit you the hardest? Focus, fear, comfort, or discipline? Drop it in the comments, backhand index pointing down. I want to know where you're at. If this message pushed you even a little, like the video and subscribe. Not for hype, but because this channel is for people who are done making excuses and ready to rise higher. No excuses, no distractions, just growth. Stay locked in.